Okay guys, we got this '08 Jeep Liberty. They said the AC keeps cycling. We got this transmission clutch, torque converter clutch code. Let's see. Do we have anything for the AC? Because the compressor keeps cycling, so I'm assuming it's probably low. Let's see. Would that be under? We might be able to see it under engine. Live data. Okay, so there is no clutch that I see. Oh, here it is. AC select switch is on. There you go, you can see it activating. So there we go, we got them. It says high and low. I might have to go get my scale. So the clutch is on right now, and then it stops. Now you see it says deactivated. There's a delay. And then I guess it'll activate once the pressure comes up. We'll put our pressure gauges on and we'll look at them real quick. There it goes again, so it just cycled on. So now they all say true. And now it says false. Okay, so we'll get our gauges on. So here's our gauges. You'll see our high side goes up. Our low side goes up, and our high side goes up, and our low side comes crashing down, and then it short cycles. So I'm going to go get my what's it called, my scale, and then we'll recover this, and we'll see how much Freon's in it, and then we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're going to recover this system. Let's see how much we can get out of here. See, let's turn our scale on. Let's zero this. And we'll see how much we get out. Here we go. Oh, whoops. Hold on. I don't have this on recover. There we go. Oh, there's not much in this one either. Look how fast that's dropping. Oh, whoops. I don't have my valves open. There we go. That could have got exciting. It makes the compressor, well, the recovery machine cycle. Yeah, there's not much Freon in here at all. We're down to 40 psi. Look at the tanking. We're probably going to get a half a pound in here because we're at 0.3. So I'll let this keep going, and then we'll see what it drops down to. I kind of wonder if somebody was trying to refill this, because I see like dye like around here. Okay, so we got 0.5 pounds out of this. Let's stop this. It's a purger machine right here. I'm kind of hoping that there wasn't any sealant put in here, because that might be a problem. So there we go, that's down. So we got 0.8 pounds out of this. What does this hold? Where is our AC sticker? Oh, right here. 1.12 pounds. So what was that? 66% charged or so, I think. I think that'd be around 66 or so. So let's Let me flip this around here and then we'll try to recharge this and see what's going on, see if it works. Okay, so I pulled it in as much of a vacuum as it's going to go for right now. So we'll shut this off, we'll hook it up, we'll try refilling it, see if the compressor still cycles. Let's see, I gotta disconnect. Okay, so we'll let's take this off of here. Let's zero this. There we go, 0. So now we'll get ready to charge this. So what do we want? We want 1.12. So we'll go to let's go to charge 1.12, right? 1.12. So we'll go to enter and then we'll put this in. So there we go. We'll start this up. AC on. There we go. See it going in. Now our high side's coming up. There we go. Charge is done. I think we might have a bad compressor though. Because look how high our low side is. It's either that or we got like a bad cabin filter. Oh, it's definitely cold in here though. I'm gonna let this stabilize for a little bit, but I don't think this has a cabin filter. Oh, the door's locked. So I'm gonna quick check, see if there's a cabin filter or something. Okay guys, I think we have a bad compressor here. So I'm gonna see if we can look at our temp drop real quick with a thermal camera. See. We got 65 or so on, hopefully the line coming out. Let's see what we got going on coming in. 77 or 66. Crap. It'd be easier if we can. Let's see if we can look right here. Okay, 62 going in. 65, 68. So I'm going to say we don't really have any issues there. Let's look at our condenser. So we got, here's our inlet and outlet for our condenser. So we got 88 coming out, 105 going in. Let's see what we got over here. Okay, 72 there. Go over here. 110. So that's about a 30-degree drop. That's actually more than a 30-degree drop, so that's good. So I think our issue is our compressor. See that right there? Look at that. So I think we got a bad compressor here, guys, because we're not pulling down the way we're supposed to. Like it doesn't. It just keeps cycling. That's the only thing that I could see, guys, because we don't have cold air coming. Like, it's cool. It's not cold coming out of these vents. Like, look at that. 72 degrees. We don't have enough. It's not getting cold enough. I don't think we have enough pressure difference. I think we got a bad compressor. I think we're cycling too much. It looks like it's new. It looks like our condenser's new. Because I don't like how this is not staying down. Like with how hot it is today, it's like 90 degrees. This thing should be staying on the whole time. And it doesn't matter like what I put it on. I think we're on recirculate right now. Like even if I hold the RPMs up, we still like short cycle. It does get a little cooler when we raise the RPM. But now, something else too I was wondering. So that gets hot. So another thing that I was wondering too is if we have a data pid for pressure. I'm gonna look up real quick, see if there's a data pid, but I don't think there is. Okay guys, so we got our Uactivate prototype here. Probably the first video see using this. So we're gonna turn this compressor on right here using this. So I got it probed into the AC compressor or relay spot. So we'll turn this on. You can see it's on, and we'll watch our pressures. And you'll see our pressure should slowly start coming down. Because I think what our issue is, I think we got a bad cycling switch on something. So we're gonna let this sit here for a little bit. And like you can even like monitor the current and stuff with this, but we'll let this on here for a little bit and we'll see what happens to our pressures. You can see our other one's right around 200. And I'll come back here in a couple of minutes. I want to look up a wiring diagram real quick. Okay guys, so here's our wiring diagram. So we got this low pressure switch right rear of motor. So that is the one that's like, you can see it right here, and it's 2 wires. I don't think I put my flash on because my battery's dying. It's right here. I'll get a flashlight. I think what we're going to do is we're going to jumper that then once we take our relay out. Because look at our pressures right now. So we got like 50 or 46 or so on the low, 48. And we got 168 or so on the high. So that's pretty good. Like I said, it's running like perfectly fine now. Like the AC is perfectly cold, staying on like that. And that's how it should be. Like it is really cold coming out of here. So I'm going to quick do that and then we'll try it. Okay guys, so look at this. I put my test light in here. Just probed it. So it makes the switch close. And look at that. It says enabled right here. So if I disconnect this, our compressor stops. So our compressor stopped. And now it says disabled. So it's a input from the switch. So if I plug this back in, look, now it says enabled. So we got a bad switch, guys. We have a bad switch. Look at that. See that? It's on. Scan tool says enabled. If I unplug this, it says disabled. That's off. So we got a bad switch right here on our accumulator. So I'm going to get another switch and then we'll go from there. So I'll recover the system again because we're probably going to leak Freon when we go to unscrew that. And we'll get another one and then we should be good to go. I'm also going to look to see when this actually activates, like what pressure this needs. Actually, we might be able to do it. So we'll leave this on right now. See, and we're not bypassed anymore. Let's see, does it tell us when our switch... Let's see, component operation. AC pressure switch. Falls below 30 psi. 30 psi. We're way above 30. So that's a skewed pressure switch. Or our line's clogged, but I doubt it because it would have to be clogged from here to there. So it's off by like 20 psi. Because look at that, right now we're at 50. So I'll quick get that and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I'm going to recover the system just in case. Let's reset our scale. And then I'll go pick it up and then we'll see if that fixes it and then we'll recharge it again. Let's see if this is all ready. There we go. Oh, line's closed. There we go. So we'll let that recover and then I'll clean up a while. Okay guys, moment of truth. We recovered the system as far as it'll go. So let's shut this off. We'll get our machine ready to purge. And we'll see how much we actually filled this because we're at 0.95. It's purging. Oh, we might have went a little over. Yeah, we did. So 1.25 pounds. Is it 1.21? Oh, we went like 1/10 of a pound over. Well, I guess that ain't bad for doing it mobile. Curious how accurate machines are too. So yeah, I'll get this all disconnected and then pick our switch up. Hey guys, we're back with the Jeep. So I unscrewed the old valve, or the old pressure switch right here. So it's actually has an O-ring built onto this, and there's a Schrader valve. So that's actually kind of cool. So I'm going to screw this new one on, and we'll get this tightened up. So you can actually change this without recovering it, and then we'll refill the system. Okay guys, so we're pulling in a vacuum. I'm going to shut the pump off. Let's see. There we go, we're like 29 inches or so. Not going to probably be able to pull it much farther with this today. So we'll shut this off, we'll recharge this, and we'll see if it cycles. Okay guys, so I just finished charging it. We put 1.12 pounds in. Look at our pressures. So we'll see if this keeps cycling. Okay guys, so the car's been running for like 10 minutes now. It's just running perfect. We're at like 50 PSI on our low side, 205 or so on our high side, 210. And it's just staying right here, look at that. No more cycling. All we needed was that pressure switch. It was just skewed. Look at that. So I hope you guys like this. See you later.